friends, new and old, it's your friend Chip, and today we're going to take a look at a few more My Little Pony G3 goodness things from the bins of my childhood. And today we're going to start with the Bloomin' Blossoms shop. It is a Walmart exclusive, and it's kind of like a fruit store? Like a grocery store? I don't know why it's called the Bloomin' Blossoms shop, because it's kind of like a grocery store. But that's what it's called. And this is from 2003. It opens up very much like Cotton Candy's Cafe. We're just seeing a different style of that particular type of playset here. And if you were outside of the US, you probably know this as a beautiful bloomed shop instead of the Bloomin' Blossoms shop. And it came with one pony, and that was Meadowbrook. This is Meadowbrook. And I just love her cutie mark. This really, 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 really pretty dragonfly and flower. And I love her yellow color with her blue hair. And she's got like a blue and then a lighter blue. And this is even a little like maybe teal or turquoisey. Got a little bit of green to it. And then look at her tail. Her tail has purple in it. And her mane did not at all. So that's a pretty cool thing that's a little different about Miss Meadowbrook here. And she's got the heart in her eye. There's her heart and her magnet. She's really cool, and she's in the Sunny Days pose. And set her next to her little shop there. For Meadowbrook, we don't have like a back card or anything, but we do know that she loves flowers and she grows all kinds of things in her greenhouse. So this over here kind of makes me feel like this is a greenhouse, and maybe this is where she's growing her plants and flowers, and then this is where she grows or like sells her produce. That kind of thing. She got quite the business here. And the Bloomin' Blossom shop, it came with so many different accessories. One of the accessories that it came with is this really cool popcorn cart. And when we move the cart across the floor, it makes the popcorn pop. I just think that that is really, really cool. The popcorn doesn't look like popcorn at all. It looks like little sprinkles. And you can see where some of the paint is coming up off of these. It's really thickly painted. I mean, you can even scratch it and scratch the paint right off. So it wasn't sealed very good. And it gets stuck to things and comes off, unfortunately. But you can see the little scooper right there. And we've got 2 spots for popcorn buckets. And I've got a baggie with a whole bunch of accessories that this particular playset came with. And a couple of them are popcorn buckets, and they go in this popcorn cart. So you just pop one. They're kind of hard to get in because it's a tiny space and I got big fingers. So there's one in the cart, and the other one looks like this. Just looks like a little popcorn bucket with a pile of popcorn on it. It's hollow underneath. Ew. You know that piece of like glue or plastic down in there? Ew. I just wanted to make sure it was plastic because we found spiders in our My Little Ponies before, and then that just goes on there. So then your pony can go ahead and push the popcorn cart around and pop the popcorn and hand out popcorn. So that's a pretty neat thing that this particular playset came with. And let's go ahead and just move these guys back a minute so that we can take a closer look at the actual playset. It's got some furniture inside of it, so we've got to spin this around and take some of this furniture out. We've got this little flower stand, and I don't remember what the thing does. What does this do? Ah, it pops up. I guess when she touches that, they really grow. Woo! So some growing flowers and a table. And then here's our little fruit stand. We'll go ahead and set that up. And this is our cool cash register. I love this cash register. Super cool because it has a conveyor belt right here and it actually works. You can turn the knob over here and the conveyor belt moves. There's even a little tray down here that you can pull out. So if you're doing things on the conveyor belt, they can land here. Just amazing. And it's a very similar cash register to what we saw in the Cotton Candy Cafe, only you can see your total here is $4.55 instead of $2.99, and it doesn't have the really fun front to the cash register. So this is definitely meant to be up against a wall or something that we're not really behind it. And I'm sure that she opens the cash drawer. Oh, hey. Just trying to give all the money away. So that's our furniture pieces that we got with it. And on the inside, we can see up here, we've got the area. This comes off, and this is like the top part of the greenhouse. I love the molding of the flowers. We've got some little flowers on vines right there. Again, that molding here. And on the inside, you can see we've got some pots and some daisies growing and some gardening tools. And that'll just pop right back on top of there. Down here on the inside of here, we can see that we've got that really nice swirly filigree type of pattern on the archway there. The floor is the same floor that we had in Cotton Candy's Cafe. It's just on a smaller scale. And it doesn't have that like middle, like this was in the middle, now it's in all the little squares. So reused that design, more of a bench here where we're putting flowers together, and we see that ivy design again, and it always reminds me of Ivy from G2. And over here we can see all the flowers that are in a cool case. Very cool. And on the front, we have the painted flowers for this area. And on this side, you can see that they have prepared a bouquet of, is it roses or tulips? I think it's supposed to be roses with a little card. I just love the detail that goes into sculpting all of this. The wood texture, all this wonderful detail that's in the molding of this. I just love it so much. We've got a little weighing basket to put your produce in, and you can see this little apple, and it has a little scale on it. We've got a wood floor on the inside of the main part of the store, and we've got some pricing up here. Cherries too. I think that's a pear, 6 for $1. 3 oranges for $1. Grapes are 2. Pineapples are 3 for $1. Wow. And then we have little candy bins, kind of like, I don't know what bulk bins? We had a grocery store when I was growing up called Wegmans, and Wegmans had a little candy section like that where you could get cool little candies and things. And then we've got a couple cupboards down here. Over here it looks like we have a cooler with drinks and milk in it. And this is giving us shelves of, looks like cheese curls and popcorn. What is that? Wheat or flour, maybe? Not really sure what that's supposed to be, or that. Just food of some kind. Looks like cereal up here. Look, Cotton Candy has her own kind of cereal. Ooh, that's Celestia. Little Celestia cutie mark right there. And Ivy from G2 again. I'll have to get a thing of her cutie mark just so that you can see. On the other side of this is a nice sculpted door, and we have Razaroo and Cotton Candy hanging out inside the store today. And in the top part of the store, it's just got some shelves, storage. You can put some things in there. Over here, we've got a street lamp that has been sculpted into the side of it with a couple baskets. This has got fruit and flowers. And the front of the building is so beautiful. I love all the painted details that they gave, all the fruit and the archways, this little door that opens up to go in, the little farm windows right here that open up, and they do have different fruit on this side: bananas, plums, apples, lemons, and watermelons, and a little fruit stand right here, a little butterfly. And then up here we've got kind of like the sign for the store, I would say, and a little balcony where the pony can come out. And when she was packaged, in the package, this is where Meadowbrook was. If I can get her in. Oh my goodness. Fine. Enter in this way. She's like, I don't want to go back in this balcony. I hate it up here. So yeah, she stood in the balcony like that when we got her from the store. She's like, hey, you better come over here and get some fruit. Getting her out of here and getting her up in there, a problem. So that is our really cool grocery store. As it falls to the floor and crumbles and dies. Oh boy. Okay, let's put this back up here. And now we've got our little grocery store set up. And we've got our flower stand right there. And our cash register right here. Our little fruit stand right there. We can put our popcorn machine right behind that. And if we pull this little drawer out. Yeah, we'll go ahead and put Meadowbrook inside her store, but move her hair so her hair is not covering up her cutie mark. There. Okay, so we've got a whole bunch of accessories. We've got this little flower holding tray. And we have a watering can. And mine is purple, but in the stock photos, it's blue. We've got this topiary or plant, a little butterfly in it. Very cute. And this is Meadowbrook's brush. She got a yellow flower brush. We got this heart-shaped shopping basket. Well, it's not heart-shaped, but it has a heart there. Very cool. Oh yeah, this goes to the cash register. It's like a little thing so the customer can see the cost type of thing. And then we've got some trays of fruit. So this has got oranges, apples, and pears. And we've got grapes and bananas. We've got a bucket of blueberries. And one of raspberries. And I got a bunch of bananas, like an actual bunch that you'd be able to pick up and take with you. They can hang in a little weighing thing. We've got a can of that like wheat that we see on the wall there. Here's a box of cereal. So it's Celestia's cereal. A carton of milk. Can you imagine these ponies milking a cow? Just a random side note, like, are the ponies milking cows in G3? How are they getting their milk? A bottle of water. A, like, 6-pack of sodas. This little tiny can. And I think it's like some kind of jam. Possibly. Ah, they're so tiny. And this is another one. I think it's the same thing. Little thing of jam. And then we do get a little vase to put some flowers in. And you can pick whichever flowers you want. You get a couple different ones. So like we saw before with the gardening, what was it? Star Swirl was the gardener? And berry picking from a butterscotch. So Star Swirl had those flowers that were two-sided. And I love that. I think that's so cool. So right now it's roses. And then it's like what hydrangeas. So that's pretty cool. And it came with this wrapping for flowers, so you could put a flower in it for the pony to go as a little gift. And there was also this set of flowers, and we get a little pot to put those flowers in. Very cool. And Meadowbrook came with a yellow charm, yellow pony charm. And from the pictures, I would say this is probably Meadowbrook's pony charm. So the Bloomin' Blossom Shop, a Walmart exclusive with good old Meadowbrook. And it's kind of like a greenhouse, flower shop, fruit stand, grocery store. kind of situation happening there. All right, and the next set of ponies that we're going to take a look at are called the Shimmer ponies, and Shimmer ponies had vividly colored bodies and glittery hair. They came out in 2005. They were part of the Butterfly Island celebration. I actually have a pamphlet here that covers some of the Butterfly Island things that they had. I love this playset. Did not have this one. And I love these ponies that have the little animals. Never saw these before. So cool. The scented ponies, now with the scented ones, I swear Coconut Grove is one that I had, but I can't find her anywhere. So she might pop up randomly somewhere. I don't know why she'd be so separate from the rest of the ponies, but I feel like I remember having Coconut Grove. Then there's the Dream Design ponies. They had like a 3D cutie mark. The ponies that had scooters in the amusement park. So cool. I loved how bright and colorful the ponies were for the Butterfly Island set. Here's the Perfectly Ponies. Super long hair came back. Fancy fashions. And some ponies that came in purses. And then we have that musical Wishes jewelry box with sky wishes. And the ponies with the yarn hair. Couple of the like bigger plushies, and then we got these So Soft little babies. Really cool. But these ponies were not in this advertisement. And one of the ponies that I have is called Fizzy Pop, and this is Fizzy Pop. I love this pony. I love her pose. I love her colors. I love the brightly colored tinsel in the hair, even though it looks really rough sometimes because it just gets so messy. But I love the tinsel in their hair, the bright colors. Her cutie mark, so cool. One of my favorite G1 ponies was Fizzy from the television show, from the movies. I loved Fizzy. I thought she was so funny, and having a Fizzy Pop made me think of her, and it was part of the reason that I had to have this pony. Her neck is just coloring, and I'm not sure why. She's got a star in her eye, and there's her magnet hoof, her hoof to heart, if you will. Very pretty. I love, love, love Fizzy Pop. One of my favorite G3 ponies. And this is Fizzy Pop's back card. Today is an extra special day. The sun is brighter, the sky is bluer, and it feels like magic is in the air. The ponies have found lots of exciting new places in Ponyville, and they're about to discover the most magical place of all, Butterfly Island. Come join them on their exciting adventure. And there are so many fun things to do at the beach. Fizzy Pop can hardly decide which one to do first. She likes having fun in the sun, but her favorite activity is at night watching a super duper fireworks display over the water. That's pretty cool. And that is the back card display for Fizzy Pop. We've got the roller coaster and the Ferris wheel in the background. I loved the ponies at the beach. Butterfly Island was probably my favorite part of G3, even though I didn't get very many of them. I was graduating high school and starting my first job and then starting college, and it was a transition, and ponies took a back burner for sure. So that's good old Fizzy Pop. And Fizzy Pop had a purple bow brush that she came with. Or not a bow brush, a flower brush? Flower brush. Alright. So this has to be her brush because I don't have any other purple flower brushes. So this would be the flower brush that Fizzy Pop would have came with. The next pony that I got from this set was Strawberry Reef. And I just loved this cutie mark. How cool is this with coral and bubbles? I loved it so much. And there's this My Little Pony website for like, I think we used it in G4 for blind bags called Strawberry Reef, right? Makes me think of this pony. Well, this pony maybe makes me think of them. There's the heart and the hoof, and you can see Strawberry Reef's glue is really rough. Even around her neck, you can see it's rough. And even her body and her head are starting to have different colors at this point. Beautiful. Beautiful pose, beautiful colors. I love this hair. This hair is so bright and so red and so vibrant. And she kind of reminds me of Ariel. Ariel is my favorite Disney princess, and I loved this pony. And she has green eyes with a star in them. Amazing. Strawberry Reef takes the cake. So good. So good. Love, 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 love. And this is the back card for Strawberry Reef. It says the same adventure tale up here. Strawberry Reef was so eager to enjoy the beach. She got there before the sun came up. She got a little drowsy waiting for everyone else, though, and ended up falling asleep until lunchtime. Oh my goodness. Strawberry Reef. And the back card. Now I wonder if these two will match up a little bit. And we'll be able to see a little bit of a larger picture there of what's happening at the beach. Pretty cool. I love Strawberry Reef. One of my favorites. I really love this line. I mean, they were ocean themed. They were like theme park themed. And the bright, bright, bright colors. So good. So good. The other pony that I have from this set is Waterfire. And I had to have Waterfire. One, it's a blue pony, and two, it's got water in its name, ocean themed. And I thought, Waterfire, what a cool pony name. And what a neat, interesting cutie mark. Very elemental. I just thought it was so cool, so unique. And look at her eyes. If you look in her eyes, there's a flame. We haven't seen a flame in a pony's eyes before. Is she the only one with a flame in her eyes? So cool. So this is what the Butterfly Island packaging would have looked like. And 2 pony points. And Waterfire is still in her box, unfortunately. She was one of those things where I grabbed her and bought her when I saw her randomly on the shelf, and was like, oh my gosh, I gotta have her. She's so cool. She's just so cool. And threw her in my bin and never was able to take her out. So we're gonna open her today and save her from being trapped in the box. Hopefully her feet haven't gotten dents from being in the packaging too long like we've seen with the older ponies. But they're not that, 2003, we're looking at, 20 years ago? And this is 2005. The package says 2004, but these ponies were released in 2005 with the Butterfly Island set. So sometimes when you see the date on the packaging, you'll see that it's the year before. Even when we take a look at the year inside the shop here, it says 2002. So it was made in 2002 and it was released and sold in 2003. So that's what we're seeing here. And when it comes to Waterfire, this quiet pony always brings a big stack of books to the beach. She doesn't get to read much though, because all her friends want her to watch their daring dives. Why? Is she a good diver? Is she daring? Why would all your friends be like, listen, I know you're trying to read like 300 books that you bring to the beach, but I need you to watch me take daring dives into the ocean. I don't know. It doesn't really tell me much about her. But she's really super cool. Let's go ahead and free her from the packaging.
Yay!
Alright, and we have Waterfire out of the package, and you can see a little bit of the marking where her feet were in the plastic, but not too bad. Not as bad as we've seen before. Yellow heart and the magnet. I love that cutie mark. And I never noticed, but like, she's got a tongue. This one doesn't have a tongue. I don't know, they're not the same pose, I guess. If they are, it's the same body and different heads. But yeah, she's got her tongue sticking out. I love the bright, bright orange hair. I mean, that is amazing. And that really pretty, like red tinsel again. And we kind of see that here and here. So I wonder if they all had the same tinsel. They had vividly colored bodies and glittery hair. But that's about it. The initial set of 4 ponies that came out for the Shimmer ponies were Fizzy Pop, Island Rainbow, Shell Bell, and Waterfire. Flippity Flop and Strawberry Reef came out shortly after, but they had 6 ponies in the set. And we have been graced with having the ability to have 3 of those amazing ponies in our collection. This was the bow brush for Strawberry Reef, not bow brush, flower brush for this particular set. So there's her flower brush, and this is the flower brush that came with Waterfire. And Waterfire's paperwork that came in is old. It's for the FriendCHIP ball. That's really, we've seen that. So that was a little disappointing. And there's the back of Waterfire's back card. And yeah, I don't think we quite match up enough to see what's happening on that side of the beach, but still pretty cool to see that and have the back card for Waterfire. Next, we have a few McDonald's My Little Ponies from 2005, and McDonald's ran some My Little Ponies for G3 in January 28th of 2005 to February 24th of 2005. And they were in their Happy Meals. There was a set of 8 of them. They were available in the US and Canada, and each one came with an accessory. In Europe, it was a different set of 4 ponies that were available, and they looked a little bit different. But these ones, I have 3 of them. I have a Butterscotch, number 4. I have a Star Swirl, number 1. And a Daisy Joe, number 5. I only ended up with 3 of these. Of course, back then, I mean, I probably wasn't going to McDonald's that much, and I only went to McDonald's if I was one of 2 things. I was going to McDonald's because I wanted a fish sandwich, my favorite thing at McDonald's, or they had My Little Ponies or Pokemon in their Happy Meals. And I mean, when we were really little, everybody went there for Beanie Babies, so. So let's take a look at these ponies from McDonald's. Let's open them up and take a closer look. We're going to start with number one, and that is Star Swirl. My gosh, this has been in the packaging since before I graduated high school. These were in McDonald's in January and February of 2005, and I graduated high school in May or June of 2005, whatever it was back then. So that is our bag for Star Swirl. And Star Swirl comes on this piece of plastic. And she's got brushable hair. These are nice little pony figures. In her normal pose. I like the heart on the hoof. And, well, they didn't paint underneath here. But, you know, that's McDonald's. It's a nice brushable pony. I quite like that. And Star Swirl came with a comb. It has little stars on it. Oh, look at the pony on the bottom. Can you see that? Cute. So we can brush Star Swirl's hair. Wow, she's been in this package and hasn't had her hair brushed since 2005. I'm so sorry. So sorry. All right. Star Swirl from McDonald's. There she goes. And next we're going to do number 4. This is Butterscotch. You know, I was thinking to myself when I first started doing this series, I wonder how many inbox My Little Pony collectors are freaking shit as I open these things that are like 20 years old. How many people out there are just freaking out? Alright, there's Butterscotch's bag. Throw that piece of plastic out. And here's Butterscotch. So cute. I love that it's still that pearly type of plastic for the bodies. She's got her little heart there. Wow, her hair is really nice. These are so cute. I like these McDonald's ones. And it looks like Butterscotch came with a scrunchie. Yeah. It's a really cool scrunchie, and it has Butterscotch's cutie mark all over it. How cool is that? From McDonald's. I was about to say she's loving it, and then I realized that that is McDonald's like motto, so she really is loving it. What do you think Butterscotch gets from McDonald's when she goes? If she was going to go to McDonald's, what is it that Butterscotch would have to have? Stick that in her hair? Whew, I don't know. Part of me feels like I don't know if that's necessarily for your pony as much as it might be for you. And the last McDonald's pony from 2005 we have is number 5, Daisy Joe. Good old Daisy Joe. It's kind of funny, doesn't Daisy Joe like making like flower bouquets and things like that? And Daisy Joe didn't get the flower shop. Somebody else got it. Alright, there's her bag. Throw the plastic out. Oh, I'm looking at how cute she is. I mean, like straight on, that face is kind of like, it's because of the open mouth and the really darkness in the eyes. She's a little bit like, I feel like she doesn't have as much hair as the other ones did. She's got a really textured body, like she's got a different feel to her. Sloppy paint. Still really cute. I like that her cutie mark is done in green. She's kind of like, I don't know, derpy looking. And she came with the flower basket. Again, it's a pony that likes to do flower arrangements. Didn't get the flower shop. She got a whole basket. Why has it got holes in it? Just a flower basket. Cool. So there's a look at some of our My Little Ponies from McDonald. You know what's funny? When you start looking for My Little Ponies and you're looking for My Little Pony lots and different things like that, just because I'm missing a good chunk of ponies, so I could probably buy a lot of ponies and get a good amount that I don't already have. But so many of the lots are these McDonald's ponies. Now I'll have to start looking for the McDonald's ponies that I'm missing. Alright, I think we're gonna, well, there goes that vase. I think we're gonna end this video here and enjoy the wonderful My Little Ponies that we opened. I love, love, love these ponies from the Shimmer ponies. So pretty, their colors, their themes, their cutie marks. I love them so much. And Meadowbrook, she's a star. She's a Walmart star. She's running a greenhouse and a fruit stand, a grocery store, a popcorn cart. I mean, the girl's doing way too much. We only have one more video to make of my bins of My Little Pony G3 from when I was little. Well, not really little, high school age. But it seems like little now that we're in our late 30s. But we've only got one more box to go, and it's got another playset in it. We've got a So Soft pony. We've got more McDonald's ponies, and just 2 more My Little Ponies to add to the collection. And then we're going to start thrifting for G3 ponies because we know who we have and who we're missing. Well, thank you so much for watching and hanging out today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps the video do well. And hit bell notification so you don't miss the next part of this series of rediscovering the nostalgia. And if we aren't friends yet, you know what to do. Please hit that subscribe button and stick around. We're on the road to 1,000. Every subscriber helps make the channel do better. The more and more subscribers that we have and the better that we do, the more opportunities are going to open up for us to do other things and be able to expand and have some more fun together. So if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button and help me on my way to 1,000. Until next time, bye!